Hey there, Sagittarius. This is Adrian H of ahngreatlife, and welcome to your reading. This is your New Beginnings reading with my Angel Tarot cards for 2020. So, if you maybe want to look back about a week ago, we did a end of year reading, which was just guidance for things that you really need to maybe want to tie up before the year ends, since it's the end of a year, which is the end of a cycle, but it's also the end of a decade. And then this particular reading is focusing, Sagittarius, on moving forward. So once you've kind of done all those ties up, what you can look forward to in 2020 and what you can look forward to in this new decade going forward. Okay. So if it's the first time to the channel, welcome. Thank you very much for joining. Absolutely appreciate it. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're a cross-watcher, then just stay tuned. You never know what might come out for you. All right. So, spamming that's over there for you. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel so I can make more of these for you going forward. But for now, what we're going to ask you is to just myself and my team. So when I speak about we, I'm talking about myself as well as my angels, guides, guardians, as well as your angels, guides, and guardians. As we all do this together, giving you the beautiful information. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then also please choose for me card number 1, 2, or 3. So whatever comes up for you first, just trust your intuition that you'll choose the right one, and you will get the guidance that is perfectly suited for your life path going forward. Okay, so if you chose card number 1, 2, or 3, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look at them, reveal them a bit, and then we draw another card to see going forward what more clarifying information we receive for you. Okay, so card number 1 is Knight of Fire. All right, and this speaks about passion, adventure, maybe a bit of a restless spirit, that you feel that you would maybe going forward like to do some really exciting things. Maybe you feel that you are ready to really embrace something new, maybe a new path, a new adventure, a new career, a new relationship, a new home, anything really new that ignites that fire within your soul, Sagittarius. Okay, so in 2020, going forward in the new decade, those avenues are open for you. Sudden events that maybe just grab your attention. Okay, but also be mindful to not run towards too many things and then maybe just lose yourself a little bit in the process. Okay, but some beautiful things opening up there for you, that fire of yours really shining and unfolding, and some great opportunities just coming there and say, hey Sagittarius, would you like to give this a try? And then it's entirely up to you to decide if you'd like to give it a try or not. But I see a lot of those sort of opportunities coming up for you, and of course when they come up, it's entirely up to you whether you're going to grab them or not. So if you chose card number 2, let's see what we have there for you. What does the universe and the angels and your guides and your guardians want you to know? King of Water. Okay. Encouraging you to open your heart and to open your mind to those around you. And really also just to be open to guidance and assistance from others. You don't necessarily have to follow exactly what they tell you to do, but you can be open to maybe somebody else's idea of doing things. You say, and you go like, okay, you ask, if I was maybe confronted with this or this or that, if you were confronted with it, my apologies, what did you do? And then, as I said, you don't have to follow all the advice, but if you ask a couple of people for advice going forward, to let everything just flow, you take the parts that work for you, you take the parts that resonate with your heart, okay? But I feel that it's very helpful resources coming in for you. So not when I say resources, not necessarily physical resources, because you're very, very strong in who you are. So it's not really that you might need so much somebody to come in and give you physical things, but it is maybe opening your heart, your mind, your soul to accepting guidance from others, advice from others, asking them what worked for you and what didn't work, what didn't work for you, and then maybe seeing does that resonate with the path of life that you'd like to follow for yourself. Okay, and also remembering that the more you give, the more you receive back. So you're also in a very strongly managed or self-sufficient kind of flow at this point currently already, which is a wonderful thing, because you already have a very strong spirit. You already very clear about what it is that you want in life. You're already very sure of who you are. So I don't really feel that you need to go out and go and search for yourself still anymore. Even though we're obviously always on a journey, life is an evolutionary path, so there's always new things to learn. But you've already got quite a clear understanding of who you are. What you want to do now is to build on that solid foundation. Okay. And card number 3, 9 of water. Okay. And this is a really, really, really cool card. This is a really cool card to get. This is where you're in that period where your heart's desires are beginning to come true, where your manifestations are actually starting to now become, real, where you kind of move away from just heart's desires to actually experiencing your heart's desires now, to your dreams basically coming true. And it's almost like life takes on an even more positive quality. It's quite a strong maturity that comes in here. And when I say maturity, what I mean is that you get almost like a, how would I put this? Stronger feel and stronger knowing and stronger sense of who you are. And because you do, your life just becomes better, because you don't really doubt yourself so much anymore. You don't place labels on yourself for who you are not. So I can really see 2020 going forward actually being a very good year for you, card number 3, if you chose card number 3 in Sagittarius. And then I'm just going to, from the top of the deck, just going to select another card for everybody else though, or for every card selection. And then we're just going to go a little bit deeper into detail here. So we're going to move those two just aside over there, and then going back to card number 1. So this was the one where beautiful things can just come in for you. Just suddenly, it's almost like life catapults just blessings onto you. It's almost like all of a sudden you get things coming in, and it's like the universe is saying to you, would you like this? Would you like that? Would you like that? Would you like that? And then you can decide yes or you can decide no, whatever resonates with you at that point in time. So if you think, does this make sense to me logically? Does this make sense to me emotionally? Is this what I'd like to have in my life? If you say yes, then you go for it. Okay. If you say no, then you simply don't go for it. There are no rights and wrongs in the universe. It's always your choice what you choose to have. And then just adding some detail for you to that. And here's another water card, more flowing, more abundance. Look at this, falling in love, wedding proposals. Maybe you've been experiencing a need for more balance in your life, to really kind of put down roots. Okay. And so if somebody says to you, you know what, I'm going here, I'm going there, would you like to come with? Whereas maybe ordinarily, Sagittarius, you might have said no. What I would suggest is that you maybe start saying yes to things that you would have said no to before. Because remember, the more of a kind of yes attitude you also have in life, the more things life start to give to you. Because if you say yes to this and this and that, you never know what positivity can actually come from a situation. You may think you're just going to a party, or you're just going to a store, or to a restaurant, or for a drive, or to the beach, or whatever it is that you do. But you never really know what life may have lined up for you at that particular event. What may seem like something that is just a small little thing that doesn't mean much could actually be the one little thing that you need to say yes to in order for everything else to just unfold for you. So your one little yes may actually answer a lot of yeses for you. All right. So I'm not saying go against completely your world. Don't go against who you are, but sometimes you want to frame things with, if it doesn't work out, how bad could it possibly be? If I go to this party, if I go for this drive, if I do whatever, go to this movie, even if I go on this blind date, if it doesn't work out, how bad could it possibly be? And then sometimes we find out that it actually won't be that bad at all. It might actually be quite nice, depending on the mindset that you go into it with. card number 2. Let's get your clarifying card for you over there. So this one was, card number 2 was encouraging you to open your heart and you open your mind to those around you, to be open to a broader field of knowledge, to a different way of doing. I would almost say in a new way of kind of playing the field, if you want to say it like that, to remember that as you give, the more you give, the more you get back. What you give out is what comes back to you. And when you kind of flow in this sea, of water, of possibility, things can really go either way, and if you're having this card, then things are most likely going to go in a very, very, very positive direction for you. Let's just see, what does the angels want you to know here? Look at that, inflow of abundance, promising business venture, important documents or contracts, okay? Ace of Earth is also about opening yourself to the resources that are already there, because a lot of times we try to think that we want to create resources. You want to create wealth, and you want to create abundance, you want to create prosperity and all those type of things, but technically speaking, those things are already there. What you are doing is aligning yourself with it. So when you are in this really powerful flow, where your 2020 is going, or where your decade is going, if you're already in this very powerful flow, and you're in this flow of what you give out is what comes back to you, really amazing things will come back to you. Because remember, by what we focus our attention on, and by what we give our time to, and what we give our energy to, and our time and our resources and our money and our whatever it may be, there is a constant vision board that you are giving out there to the universe as to what it is that you want in your life, how it is that you want your life to be. So if you constantly give to the greater consciousness of expansion, love and light, then you must get love and light back. It only makes sense. It's only natural. And look at that, the fairy realm is here. They want to assist you. Gaia want to assist you to expand your experience of life in a positive, in an uplifting way. Okay? The plan that the universe has for us is always positive. It's entirely up to us if we're going to choose to liaise and cooperate and flow with a positive plan, but the plan is always there, and the plan is always positive. All right? And you can always think yourself into a more positive way of being and doing. It is really, it's really how it works. It's actually quite amazing. Third card, wishes coming through, 9 of water, concerns fading away, a love of life. You, brother and sister, you are in the flow where things can just, life can be your oyster. I mean, when I say oyster, I mean oyster. Okay? And let's see, what is your card here? King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence. Stand firmly in the space of who you are. Be clear about who you are. Okay? If you need to get professional advice, if you don't know how to do it, this card is also a reminder, Sagittarius, that you don't have to have all the answers yourself. You don't always have to know what to do. This is about getting those people who knows the answers, that you trust and you know they're trustworthy. If somebody knows how to do something, let them do it for you. Pay them if you must, to equal the scales in a balanced way. Now, there we go, balance, mental and emotional considerations. Keeping the balance there. If somebody else can do it, and it flows in with what you're doing, just let them do it. Don't concern yourself over things you don't need to concern yourself over. Don't lose sleep if you don't need to lose sleep. Sleep. Have a beautiful life. Enjoy your life. Okay? And just let whoever can help you, let them help you. If they want to help you, let them help you. If they want to be there for you, let them be there for you. And I promise you, 2020 will be good for you. 2020 going forward, the whole decade will be good for you. Okay, because in this reading we're looking forward. Wonderful. Sagittarius, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. I always appreciate the privilege. I welcome your comments. If the video resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, so going forward that I can make more of these videos for you. If you want to have a personal reading, just check down below. My link is all down in the description. Apart from that, until we meet again, which will be soon, love and light. Goodbye.